Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're here, my name is Tara. I know the world is a very scary place right now, so today I thought we would make something that's both really easy and super delicious, and also packed with vitamin C and nutrients, something you can feel really good about eating, whether it's for breakfast, for a snack, or for dessert. So today we are making orange chocolate bars, low carb, high protein, super delicious, and you guys are gonna absolutely love it. Before we get started, if you have not already, I would love for you to be a part of this community. You do that by hitting the red subscribe button that's right below this video, and be sure to click the bell icon. That way you're notified each time I post a new video. If you guys are ready to make these super delicious orange chocolate bars, smash that like button and let's jump right into the video. We're gonna start by adding almond flour to our food processor. Next, we're gonna add tapioca flour, our favorite granulated sweetener. I'm using monk fruit extract. I love to use monk fruit extract in a recipe like this because it keeps the recipe sugar-free without any artificial sweetener. If you don't have this, you can also substitute cane sugar or any other kind of sweetener that you prefer. You can add as much or as little as you like. I don't like mine to be too sweet. We're gonna add some orange extract. This is optional, but highly recommended. Pink salt, coconut oil. I have melted this inside of the microwave. Plant-based milk, I'm using unsweetened almond milk. And then we're gonna grab our clementine. I had these clementines inside of my fridge. If you don't have these, but you have a regular orange, you can use that. Or if you don't have an orange, but you have some delicious jam, go ahead and use that instead. It will still be delicious. And we're gonna zest it straight inside of the food processor bowl. Then we're gonna add some vanilla extract. And then we're gonna just quickly pulse this together. Super simple. I decided to add a little bit more of the unsweetened almond milk because you can see the texture is still a little bit too crumbly. You're really just looking for it to just form. I like to do this by adding just a little bit at a time. When the texture gets to be just about like this, it's perfect. Next, we're gonna grab our baking dish. I'm using a 9x9. You can use an 8x8, but they would just be a little bit taller. And I'm using refined coconut oil to grease the inside. This is a really great hack. It lets the parchment paper stick, so it's much easier. And I'm also gonna grease the parchment paper just a little bit. We're gonna reserve 1/4 of a cup of the mixture, and then we're gonna spread the rest of it out inside of the pan. You can use your hands, you could use a spatula, you can even use either wax paper or parchment paper to press it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're gonna bake this in a preheated oven for 10 minutes. Now we're gonna get our topping ready. I'm using pecans. You could use walnuts, almonds, cashews, whatever you like. And I'm just gonna lightly pulse it because I don't want this to become too smooth. I want it to be somewhat crunchy. We're gonna add our reserved topping. Some more orange extract. And then just lightly pulse this together. Now we're gonna zest the rest of the clementines. I love using this microplane for this. We're gonna remove the skins. Then we're gonna throw all of these orange pieces inside of a medium saucepan over medium heat, add the zest and some filtered water along with your granulated sweetener. Again, I'm using monk fruit extract. We're gonna bring this to a simmer. We're looking to break down the clementines, adding a little bit more of the water. And once it starts to break down real nicely, we're gonna add a cornstarch slurry. This is a pretty important step so the final product will not be too runny, because remember, we're gonna add this on top of the delicious crust. I'm adding this to my food processor. This is my little small one that fits with my immersion blender. I love it. I highly recommend blending the orange pieces. It's gonna give you the absolute best texture. We're gonna add this to the delicious crust. I'm just using my spatula to smooth it over. It does not have to be perfect. Grab our reserved topping and just crumble this all over the top. We're gonna bake this for about 15 to 22 minutes till it's golden brown and your house smells amazing. I'm using a dairy-free, sugar-free dark chocolate. I love this dark chocolate. You can use any kind of chocolate that you prefer, and I like to melt mine inside of the microwave. So what I do is I break it up into little pieces, then I add a little bit of coconut oil to the bowl, stick the bowl inside of the microwave for about 30 seconds, stir it, stick it back in for about 30 seconds, stir it, and I'll repeat this until it is almost melted, and then just keep stirring it and it will be perfect. I like to add a touch of vanilla extract, give it a good stir, and now it's time to decorate. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I tapped into my inner abstract artist self. Perfect. It's really important to allow these bars to cool completely before slicing them. Once the pan is cool enough, I'll set it inside of the fridge for at least a few hours or overnight, and then I'll take it out, slice the bars up, and I love to store any extra bars inside of the freezer because it makes for a really quick grab-and-go breakfast that you don't even have to heat up. You just take it out about 5-10 minutes before you're ready to enjoy, and absolutely delicious. I thought I would show you guys what I love to do if I have any leftover melted chocolate. So I'm gonna use medjool dates because that's what I have, and I love medjool dates. You could use raisins, you can use figs, you can use apricots, whatever kind of dried fruit that you have. Take a spoonful of that melted chocolate, place it on top of either some parchment paper or some wax paper, and then take your fruit, drop it right in the center of it, leave it alone to let it harden. I love to store these inside of the freezer, and whenever you have the inkling for a delicious sweet treat, grab it out and it is so incredibly delicious. If you like this video, you're gonna wanna check out my healthy snacks and desserts playlist. I'm gonna leave it right here for you. Go ahead and click the video on the screen and I will see you over there.